Hello friends, and welcome back to another DIY video. In this video I am going to show you how you can create this very beautiful backflow incense burner using simple things found in your home. Over here I have used some seashells which I had. You can also create this using some old diyas, the diyas which you burn during Diwali. If you have them, you can use that also. You can also make this using clay or any other material that is available. So over here what I have used are some seashells, an old sellotape holder and some M-seal, and using these materials along with Fevicryl black color I have created this. So let's see the materials which we'll be needing to create this. These are the shells which I have used. I have graded them from big to small, and I also have this old sellotape holder, and I also have a round incense holder which I will be using as the topmost part. If you don't have this, then I'll show you an alternate method how you can create the round circle also. So in this manner I'll be placing the shells and creating the backflow incense burner, and for sticking them together I am going to use this black M-seal because I'll be painting the whole thing black in color, as the white fumes from the incense look nice over a black color. So I am taking this black M-seal and I'm mixing the two parts to get a homogeneous kind of mixture. Once it gets mixed properly, all I need to do is take the sellotape holder, and on top of that I'll be using this M-seal as shown to create one ring of M-seal, and on this ring I'll be placing the largest of the shell to make the base of the incense burner. So in this manner, after putting the M-seal, I took the largest of the shell and I placed that, and then I pressed it down firmly, and I also added a little bit of M-seal all around to make sure that the shell sticks properly to the lower part of the stand. After making sure that the outside was sealed properly along with the shell, I also took a little bit of M-seal and I gave it a nice coating on the inner part also, so that the shell gets firmly attached with the holder and it does not fall off. So taking a little bit of water, you can smoothen out the M-seal. Then I made a tiny ball and I stuck it on top of the large shell and added the medium sized shell, and again I added a smaller shell on top of it. My daughter had already colored some of the shells, but it does not matter because I'll be coloring it black. And I added the smallest shell on top, and I also added the incense holder, and I gave it a little bit more support on the back side, and I colored the whole thing black in color in this manner. So once this gets stuck and it gets dried up properly, all you need to do is apply some acrylic color and color the whole of this incense burner black. The reason for this black color is simple, that the smoke which falls down is white in color, so it looks really good over this black background, and you can actually see the incense smoke falling down, cascading down like a waterfall. Unluckily, on the day I was shooting this video, it was pretty much windy, so the smoke was also moving here and there, but somehow I managed to record sufficiently to show over here how it will cascade down. So this is the first variety of the incense burner that I created over here. Those little grooves on the shell, that gives a kind of waterfall kind of look to the smoke. And if you do not want this waterfall kind of look, and if you want it to fall like just in one line, then for that also I have done some changes in this incense burner, which will be shown in the coming part of the video. So after making this, I colored it fully and I left it out to dry. Once the paint is fully dry, then only you should use it. If you use it while the paint is still not fully dry, then the oils from the incense will make the paint peel off. So make sure that it is completely dry before using it for the first time. So after coloring, I left it out to dry for a day, and this is how it looks. Now if you don't have the incense holder which I've used on top, then all you can do is take a little bit of the M-seal. If you don't have this thing, take a little bit of M-Seal and you can create a round circle as I'm showing over here, and you can put that circle on top of the incense holder and it will work just as same as that pre-made incense holder which I had shown. So in this manner also you can create it. So now let us see how this one works. So I put a backflow incense on top of it, and as you can see the smoke from this was cascading down like a waterfall. Unluckily it was a little bit windy. If there would not have been any wind, it would have flown down even more beautifully. But this is how the smoke will fall if you use simple shells to create this. It will fall in 3, 4, 5, 6 lines like this and not as one stream. So if you like this kind of flow, you can leave it like so. But if you really want it to flow in like one point at one point, then all you need to do is take a little bit more of M-Seal and create a margin all around as I'm doing over here, and give a little bit of point in the center part from where the smoke can fall down. So in this manner on all the layers apart from the last one, I created these kind of borders, and a little bit of point I left it jutting down so that the smoke can follow that path and come down to the next layer. So after doing this work, let the M-Seal dry and paint it black so that the incense holder becomes usable. And then when you put the incense, you will see that the smoke will be flowing down through that path mainly. This is really very relaxing to watch, and I can like sit for hours watching it. It is really soothing to watch the smoke fall down, cascade down. So this is the video which I wanted to share with you because I really love this kind of backflow incense burners. And if you don't have the cone, I have shown in my previous video where I made cones using flowers how you can create a backflow incense cone. Otherwise, even the normal dhoop that you get in the market, you can use them to make the cones. Just make a cone shape as I'm doing over here, and then all you need to do is make a hole at the bottom, and over here I'm using a matchstick and make the hole till the tip, but make sure there are no cracks which will like take out the fumes from the cracks. The fumes should come down from the hole, then you can place it and it works just fine. As you can see over here, as soon as I've placed it, the fumes were coming down and it worked just like any ready-made backflow incense cone. So in this manner you can create these very relaxing backflow incense burners using basic things which are available in your house. And I hope you found this video useful, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching.